when you look at what the bullpen's been able to do last two games, what's kind of been the vibe? What's been the talk around there to try to take that next step into this weekend?
Yeah, I'm super proud of those guys taking that full step. And the first couple games, it was a struggle, that bullpen piece, and we were missing it. But those couple games definitely gave them a lot of confidence. Super proud of those guys. They're really bringing it together, and I know it's going to be good for the team in the long run.
You talked about being a bounty hunter in previous sessions with us, but when you face a top 15 team Friday night, what does that do to a mindset, and how are you going about getting ready for that?
The ultimate goal is to keep the mindset the same, no matter who the opponent is. It's about how we play, not about who we play. So, I'm going to take it the same way I take any team. You can't underestimate any team. It's just about how we play, so I'm going to do the same thing.
I feel like pitch clock has helped the pitchers as much as y'all thought it might.
I think I really like it personally. I have to talk to some other pitchers. I know some people like to take their time, but when I get my sign, especially with the wristbands that we have now and the pitch clock going, I haven't seen it as an issue. I actually like it to use it to my advantage. If I can just get the hitter off their timing, just stay on the attack, get good tempo going, I really like it.
With the offense kind of finding its groove here, what's kind of the dynamic between the pitching staff and the offense in an early season like this, where the offense we thought would come out swinging, and they kind of find their footing a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, they've definitely found it a little bit. In the beginning they were struggling, but I knew if you just trust the process, and they're going to find it eventually. And just like the bullpen, I'm super proud of those guys as well. I knew they were going to come around, and now that we got it going, getting some momentum into this weekend, that's huge. And we're going to keep rolling that. But the pitchers are ready for whatever the game calls for. If I don't expect them to get a hit every time they go up to bat, I know that's hard. That's why I'm a pitcher. I don't hit. So yeah, just whatever the game calls for, pitchers are going to be ready. We have their back. We know they have ours.
I know you kind of alluded to it, but this is not Portland or Houston Christian. Coming up, these three games, you got a couple ranked teams in Tech and Louisville. Is this team ready to quote unquote rise to the occasion, you think?
I think we are ready. We try not to rise to the occasion. I think we're just going to sink back to our training. We've built habits and worked super hard in this past fall and throughout this early spring. And I think if we just trust that and not be too big or try and step up, but just be who we are and sink down and trust the process and trust our training, I think we're going to be just fine.
This is your first time playing in this tournament, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What's it going to be like playing in the big ballpark?
I think I'm super excited. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I've heard stories about some other people that have played there, and it's just a whole lot of fun. I haven't even been to a game in Houston. First time I'm going to be there. Going to take it all in. It's going to be an awesome experience.
Have you ever pitched in a big league ballpark before?
I have not, actually. Now that you mentioned it, I have not. But yeah, super excited for that.
So other than Omaha, what do you think the biggest ballpark you pitched in is?
Maybe, I guess the Frisco ballpark. Maybe I guess that was pretty big. Yeah, in Omaha, that was awesome.
And then last year facing Louisville in the Super Regional, obviously each year is a different team. But what do you remember about that lineup and some of the guys you'll probably be facing for a second time?
Yeah, I know that. I mean, last year I didn't have too much success, but I know that they're going to be on swing. That's a really good team. But like I was saying before, I'm just going to prepare like it's any other team. I'm going to go out there and give it all I got. And actually, right after this, I'm going to go up there and get a little scouting report, see what we can do.
Are there any improvements that you want to make personally to your game coming up?
That's a good question. I guess personally, an improvement, I would have to say probably staying present and being in the present moment. The mind can wander into the future, especially with the big weekend coming up. The goal definitely is just to take it one game at a time, because all three of these teams are super good. So if you start thinking about the Sunday game on Friday, that's not going to be good for us. So staying present, I say that's definitely going to be an improvement for me, and just being where your feet are. Yeah.
And would you say that's the same for the whole bullpen, or are there other goals that you guys as a whole?
I would say that's definitely something we share and everyone's trying to work towards. And when we do that and just take it one pitch at a time, one game at a time, that's when we're at our best.
Anything else?
Thanks, y'all.